Welcome to my channel Edu News in Mzansi. Family, watch this video and listen. This is what will be happening in South Africa very soon. This is the new education bill the government is proposing. Let's listen.
Good afternoon, friends. I just want to quickly bring you up to speed with the Basic Education Law Amendment. It's a bill that's currently on public participation hearings. It's an amendment to the Basic Education Law, and the changes that are proposed are very far-reaching and will have a massive impact on your child and on your child's schooling. Critically, basically what's happening is that the government is taking all power of schooling. They're centralizing control. This will pertain not only to public schools, but private schools and even homeschools, quite shockingly. So broadly, just speaking quickly, what they want to do is government will have the final say over the language policy of your school, the admissions policy of your school, and the curriculum policy of your school, which will include CSE, Comprehensive Sexuality Education. You know, parents rejected it previously, and government had no right to enforce it because governing bodies had the choice. They will now no longer have the choice. Comprehensive sexuality education is very different to sex ed, which is a biological explanation of what sex is. Sexuality education teaches your child from as young as the age of 4 that they have sexual rights, and sorry to say it and even mention it, but they even teach children how to masturbate from very young ages. Just quite shocking. The other thing that the government plans to do is to allow schools to sell alcohol, which the DA is already doing at schools after hours and for non-school related activities. They will criminalize parents if your children are not at school from the ages of 5. So by the way, from now on, your child will have to go to school from the age of 5 turning 6. So grade R will now become compulsory. They will criminalize parents that do not bring their children to school or are not ensuring that their children are at the school. You will get either jail time or a fine or both. A jail time can go up to a whole year. As part of securing a place at a school, you as a parent will need to provide proof that your child has been immunized. And if your child has not been immunized, you will have to, the wording says, secure the necessary immunizations in order for your child to be accepted at school. Now remember, if you don't do that, and this could at a later stage possibly even include the vaccination that everybody was arguing about a few years ago, that vaccination, if you do not secure vaccinations according to what is mandatory, then you can be criminally charged because your child will now not be allowed access to school. One of the other changes is that teachers will have to facilitate access to abortions. In other words, they have to inform a child 12 years old and older that there are abortion facilities and where they are. And then importantly, this is just absolutely outrageous. Your own child, for goodness sake, they may not tell you that your child has had an abortion. Just absolutely outrageous the way they are sidelining parents and taking control of our children. It's unacceptable. I don't accept it. Importantly, what the ACDP has highlighted is Section 41, which will give the Basic Education Minister broad powers to make regulations, which she doesn't have to run past any of us, the same as what Minister Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma didn't have to run any regulations past anybody during the state of disaster. That is what this Section 41, the rights that it will grant the minister. I just want to quickly think if I spoke about this, the homeschooling. They will be formalizing aspects of homeschooling. How absolutely outrageous. And your child, whether homeschooled or not, will have to be registered by the Department of Education. Families, this is now the time to say to this government, enough. We are pushing back. I've said it before, I say it again. Our children are not wards of the state. We have final authority over our children, and we will exercise that authority. We will not allow a communist-centered government to take control over our children's education. This bill needs to be seen in light of the fact that there are the international bodies like the United Nations, UNESCO, and the World Health Organization that are all pushing down demands on governments across the world relating to vaccines and other issues. For example, the SOGI, the teaching of the whole alphabet soup ideology to children, really just warping children's minds, indoctrinating them. We need to put a stop to it. I'm going to put all the information so that we're not just making a mountain out of a molehill, but that we are genuinely concerned for our children's safety, mental health, emotional well-being, and that we want to protect them from this government. I thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, family, for watching to the end. Please do not forget to like this video before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you, family. Bye. See you on my next upload. Bye.